Well, if I can just say, first of all, Doug, honestly, working with you, I know this is a cliched thing that people say about things being life-changing, but honestly, this has been life-changing for me. You and your book has been absolutely life-changing. And it's literally, I almost feel like I'm on the crest of a wave that it's going so fast in such a positive way. I can't believe I've lived 50 years the way I have, and the future is so different. And honestly, I'm blown away by it. I really am. So I, like a lot of people, had, a turbulent childhood was probably the best way I could describe it, literally from day one. So I went through early adulthood, right through literally up until a handful of weeks ago, thinking very distorted views about me, about people, about society. There was something wrong with me. And every action I took, it led to something else which wasn't quite right, which made it just sort of reaffirmed this belief of my absolute uselessness in life. And I was at that place where I thought, there's nothing, I don't know how I'm going to carry on even existing now. And you gave me an exercise to do at that point, and it was to do with the situation that I was sort of struggling with. And you said, think of that situation and how you want to deal with it. And I remember thinking, yeah, it's a good exercise, I'll do that. It's not going to achieve anything, but I'll do it anyway. And I remember doing this exercise, and I wrote down, I sort of extended it from that. I wrote down sort of 5 things that about this particular situation, the way I dealt with it, and then 5 things how I wanted to deal with it. And I remember looking at this and thinking, well, so what? I can't do it that way. I always do things this way. And as soon as I had that thought, I instantly thought, well, why can't I deal with it this way going forward? What's stopping me? And it almost became this like internal dialogue between me saying, no, you can't do it that way because this is how you deal with things, and this other person saying, well, actually, of course you can do it this way. And the more this no side of me kept saying, no, you can't, the yes side of me said, well, yeah, you can. And it literally, every argument that I could put forward to why I couldn't change at that moment, literally just disintegrated in an instant. And I remember thinking, is it this easy? Surely it can't be this easy to just change how you view everything. And I kept almost trying to convince myself, no, I can't possibly do this. I just can't. And then I thought, no, it's only going to be short term. And I thought, well, why does it have to be short term? If I feel this way now, and if something happens in the future and it kind of throws me off track, well, this is a place I'll start again from. This is day one. I don't need to remember anything of the past. None of those things in the past serve me in any way positively. So what is the point in even thinking about them? They're just memories. I don't have to think of them. Childhood, it's the foundation of your life. Everything is built from that point. So if your childhood is in any way distorted or skewed, or something happens in it, everything that is built from that is also distorted and skewed. And it's almost like a person's in this block of ice. And I think the skill that you have, Doug, is that because of your experiences and your knowledge from them, how to chip away at the block of ice in the right way. And I think it takes a bit of time. People have to trust in this process. It takes some time to sort of weaken that block of ice around the person, if you like. But very quickly, a big chunk of ice can fall away and the person underneath starts to come out. So the place I was in was, all of the things I've just said. The place I'm in now is quite the opposite. I think I look great. I'm 50 years old and I think I look bloody great. I think work is, I'll probably be working for another 20 or so years, which is fine. And I think, well, okay, I'm going to do my business. And I've thought of all these different ideas within my business. Some good things have happened in my current job, which is, an employee in that job. And it's kind of like the things I thought I wanted a few months ago, the things I spoke to you about, I don't actually want them anymore. Now I'm too busy kind of living, really. So I literally, all of every negative thing that I could list about myself, I just don't, we all have bad days, I guess, but everything that I could list about myself that I would have said a few months ago, it would be the opposite now. Everything that has come from this book, it's just literally opened so many doors of joy for me.
Yeah, that's beautiful. I love that analogy of I've never heard it that way, chipping away at an ice block. So this book will begin the chipping process. Chip, 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 chip. That's what it does, literally. I love that metaphor. If you want me to chip away some big chunks fast, we can do that. We can do that too. I always tell the story of a little boy walking through the piazza to school every morning and afternoon. He goes by this sculptor working on this sculpture, and every day the sculptor's chipping away at this block of stone. And then school is out, it's summer holidays. He comes back in the fall, and he walks to the piazza on the first day of school, and the sculptor's sitting there, sipping his coffee and looking at this sculpture. And the little boy goes, "Hey, mister, how did you know he was in there?" And I have a gift to see in people what they feel, but they don't believe. And I have a gift to, chip away at that in a certain way. It's different with everybody, but if you'll let me, I can. And I just want us together to go out there and start chipping away at this this block of ice, because people are frozen in fear and in pain. And I'm going to borrow that example from you. So I'm just so happy for you, and I want to congratulate you because you did it. It's just such a beautiful thing to see. And you can see it in Ruth. She listed how she felt and what she thought of herself. And listen, she's just hitting the tip of the iceberg of what she had endured and what she was putting herself through. And then to hear you go, I was this, and now I'm this. And I love that. No, I can't do it. Yes, I can. And the stronger the no's, the stronger the yeses. And I was just trying to get to the yes side of you to get you to meet her, because I saw her. And if I just get her to see this person that I can see, that I know is in there, like the sculptor. How did you know she was in there, Doug? I just knew. So congratulations. I'm really happy for you. I'm so happy for all the people that you're going to help and touch their lives as you go forward, because it's a beautiful story and you're a beautiful person, and you deserve all the good that's coming your way. So.